What's your name, honey?
I'm Joe. I teach middle school band. Got it, go for it. Today started out as the best day of my life.
Back here tonight, first show's at 7.
I did it, I got the gig.
Must have been sudden for you.
Wow! Oh my goodness!
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another Disney Plus review to Disney's Soul. You see Disney's Soul star pupil known as Jamie Foxx playing the character of Joe Gardner. Now, this story from Pixar Studios is about a man who has a vision. This vision for Joe Gardner is becoming one of the best jazz players there is and being famous and a jazz singer. That's really his ultimate goal, but he's a middle school jazz band teacher. Not a bad thing, not even the worst career. But this movie brings the perfect element of staying focused on your dreams and being able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And one day you get there, or you don't get there, or you might even get there and then realize it's not as great as you expected. And you learn to accept the little things in life. Whether you have a goal or not, communication is key. Not forgetting that the littlest of duties can be some of the most important things of your life. You have to appreciate the little things just as much as the big things, whether you finally meet your goals or not. And that is kind of what Tina Fey's character in Soul does. She gets a piece of Joe Gardner, and Joe is in her body, in her soul, watching, what it means to do the little things, to get a haircut, to taste a piece of pizza, to tie your shoes, to walk. Those things are taken for granted, and you should never take those things for granted, because those are all stepping stones to what is greater out there. Now, Joe is just fully obsessed with being the best that he can be and achieving his dreams, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you just gotta live life the way it was meant to be lived, and that's one day at a time. Whether you have a plan or not, keep living one day at a time, and what's meant to be will be, and what is not meant to be won't. But that is kind of the main message of this movie, and I love it. There's a lot of funny laughs. I like the animations. It kind of reminds me of Into the Spider-Verse. Never really gave that movie a shot. And after, a year of everybody talking about it, I was like, oh, okay. And it was actually really good. I like the animation styles. The acting was very good. It was very well drawn out. This was like a movie like no other that I have not seen from the animation standpoint. And Pixar is just genius. They have a very nice studios, and I don't really think there'll ever be a second one. And I would probably leave this movie where it is. But I really like the ending. The ending of Soul touches you. And, this will be a spoiler, so skip over this if you don't want to hear this, but Joe obviously lets 22 go to Earth and be born because she has found her purpose, just to be alive. And regardless of the fact that is a small purpose, you can develop more from that. And Joe has inspired all the other souls around, and therefore those souls give him a second chance. He is not as drawn out to being a jazz sensation at that point. And what he says in the response of one of those mentor souls saying, we don't do this a lot. I'm going to give you a second chance. What are you going to do with it? And he's like, I'm just going to live my life. One moment, one day at a time. And that is such a bountiful ending. It speaks harmonies to everything throughout the whole movie. That is one thing to live upon if you only heard one movie line in your life, honestly. And that's just very touching. I think it's very good. I just think that this movie brought a different image to a lot of people, and everybody should watch this movie, no doubt. All in all, though, it's about finding yourself. It's about moving past your dreams. It's about inspiring others. It's about doing the little things that can lead to the big things. And like I said, not being focused on one task at hand, Otherwise, you just kind of lose sight of what life is about. That's just the real image, I think. And you know, besides soul being a jazz term, you know, there is a soul in all of us. And with that being said, I'm going to say that I'm going to give this movie a solid A. This movie deserves an A because of the message, because of the story. It was a perfect length for what it was. Pixar did a great job with the casting, I think, and this was actually one of the most diverse casting movies of all time. Tina Fey, Jamie Foxx, different age groups that were casted for this film. And again, I don't see there being a second one, but this was actually one that a lot of people should watch nonetheless. You guys have a good one. Take care. Thank you for watching my review. And go watch Soul if you haven't already. Peace out, guys.